Grazing in the Grass to come in, just about ready to race. And they leave the stalls. Official Secret lost 2 lengths coming out of the gates. Jaeger Moon began well. Grazing in the Grass is right up there too. And on the wide outside, we've got Global Alley. Runaway Song, Red Sleeves and Cap down the far inside, racing just 2 lengths off the leader. Then came Brendan James. Further back in the field is Downing 7, Castle Town races behind them, then Official Secret and Indie View scrubbed along at the back of the field. Blue Sleeves and Cap racing about 9 lengths off the leader. They're making their way towards the back straight. They just passed that 1400 meter mark and Jaeger Moon's in front, got it by a length. In second is Grazing in the Grass. Racing in third, Runaway Song. Global Alley's fourth at the outside in the black. Brendan James is racing in between runners. Then came Castle Town, the yellow cap, 5 lengths off the leader. 3/4 of a length away we find Official Secret. Then came Indie View, and at the back end of the field is Downing 7 as they race past the 1000 towards the 800 meter mark. Out in front is Jaeger Moon, still in front from Global Alley, who's raced up into the second spot. Runaway Song down on the rail in third with Grazing in the Grass for company. Then came Castle Town and Brendan James. The 2 stable companions travel together. Further back in the field there's Official Secret racing behind them. Downing 7 and Indie View's the trailer. 500 meters left to go. Jaeger Moon still in front. On the outside, Global Alley looks to get closer. Runaway Song runs on down towards the inside. Then came Castle Town. Grazing in the Grass and Brendan James. They tried to get in it towards the outside. Runaway Song in front with 200 to go. Shot 2 lengths clear. Grazing in the Grass is finishing strongly towards the outside. Then came Brendan James, but it's still Runaway Song. Grazing in the Grass is coming quickly. Runaway Song, Grazing in the Grass. Grazing in the Grass maybe from Runaway Song. Then came Brendan James and further back Global Alley. And a long way back to Indie View. So here's your head on replay. Runaway Song picked up the lead at the top of the straight and went clear 3 or 4 lengths and tried to hold on. And Grazing in the Grass, 3 from the right-hand side, drifting inwards at the moment. Blue Sleeves and Cap of Grazing in the Grass in the colours of the ASSM Racing Syndicate. Nominee Mr. A. Chada, Mr. Mike de Kock and Mrs. N.P. Malherben, trained by Alan Greef, ridden to victory by Richard Fourie.
Well, that was an absolutely brilliant race. You know, racing is always that much better when it's a bit more exciting, and we've seen another phenomenal finish this afternoon from Grazing in the Grass, who rounds up win number 14. Not many horses can boast that fact. I'm really happy to have Kaylin joining me, and she's doing so on behalf of Astandile Fresh Legs. He's a work rider, and I know he's a big cog in this fellow's working regime every day because he's difficult. So very well-deserved 1,500 Rand goes the way of Fresh Legs, and that is courtesy of World Sports Betting. Kay, it's a pleasure having you join me. Thank you very much. Richard is all smiles coming in. He didn't have us all smiles at one point. But Richard, I will say, very well done to both you and Grazing. I know you had a great respect for the horse that you beat, Runaway Song. He got first run on you. Grazing in the Grass couldn't match that turn of foot, but he came flying late.
Yeah, look, he made me nervous to get busy on him quite early. I had a good rhythm. I was quite happy. Wasn't the fastest of speeds, and obviously Kendall saw that and came around, and speed sort of progressed, but he ended up in front of me, and Louis was sitting in a sweet spot because he had a little gap in front of him where he could build up into it coming into the straight. And knowing I've ridden both horses, Pinnacle's probably a bit on the strong side for Global Alley, and he sort of just got him away. I needed to get mobile and to pull off quite early, get going. At that time, Louis had that split up on the inside rail and he was gone. But yeah, Grazing is a funny horse. feels like he's going nowhere, and then all of a sudden you feel this sudden urge that he needs to run, and then when he hangs in, he quickens really well, and just allowed him to take that sort of rhythm and movement, and just close to the line. I knew I'd got my head in front, and he won a good race. So well done to Mr. Chada and his family. It's been a great horse to us. He's won 14 races. It's been fun. So thank you very much.
You've been aboard for 9 of them, and I will say I do think that's a great help to his career. Not necessarily talking about okay, of course you're talented, but he's difficult. He's difficult. He is difficult, and you just seem to read him right and get the best out of him.
And that also, thank you to Greg Sheen, because the time when I ended up riding him, he told me what sort of horse he was, and even in the handicaps, low handicaps, he says, boy, don't be scared to start getting going at the 900. You can pull him 3 wide, 4 wide and get going, he'll win. And since then, sort of painted the picture, and obviously got stronger in the divisions. You can't get away with that sort of thing anymore, but all thanks to him. So well done to Greg Sheen. I know he's in England somewhere or on holiday, who knows these days. But he does check up on us, and keeps a close eye on Mr. Griff's stable. So thank you to him, and then also to Mr. Griff and the team, and to my sponsor, Winning Form.
Brilliant. Well done, Richard.
Thank you very much.
Glenn for coming on in to have a chat. And yes, I think it goes without saying that Richard is talented. I was just trying to say that the horse really gets on well with him. And Glenn, in that respect, I think we have to say a big thank you in his absence to Groom Fresh Legs. Grazing in the Grass is a special chap, and he needs a tender hand, and Fresh Legs does a great job on him every morning.
He does. Chandile is actually very, very good with him. He has a couple of sort of naughty-ish horses, but he just gets on with them, and it doesn't matter what he does, how he does it, he just cruises and keeps on going. And that's what the horse needed. He needed somebody that could just understand him.
And these colours have done so well for your yard.
They have. I think Grazing was the very first horse that Mr. de Kock actually sent down to us. So a well done to the ASSM Racing, Mr. Chada, to Mark de Kock, to Nolene Malherbe. He has just been phenomenal. And he's such a good-looking horse.
He certainly is. I see Kaylin standing there on the sidelines. I don't know if she's quite got the courage to take him on post.
No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
But he's certainly got the looks to have a second career after racing. But he's doing quite well at the moment. So we're
not going to talk about that now.
No, that's win number 14, and we can't stop here.
No, definitely not.
Glenn, well done.
Thanks, Nades.
Well, it's been a fantastic day for the yard, and I know this is another horse that many punters would have hung their hopes on as being a banker, and it's been tight with a lot of respect to horse number 2, Runaway Song. I think we're going to see a lot of this horse locally. He was run down by Grazing in the Grass at the moment, at the real height of his career. We'll see a lot more of Runaway Song. But again, got to give a shout out to Richard and the partnership that he's formed with the philanthropist Gelding. He's been phenomenal this afternoon and given us great joy watching him round up his 14th career win.